Welcome back to a female Deku was Antylamon. We start off in the digital zone of the digital era. Dramon is at work extending the digital zone to expand it, trying to expand it over the entirety of Japan. While Puppetmon is trying to code and make more Digimon. Devimon has been looking over Eri, while Antylamon has been in arrest for a few days. We go to the heroes and Melissa Shield going to UA. They arrive at UA. They have a heroes meeting. This is a problem. They still have David Shield, but we have no idea where they are and where they disappeared to. I may have a clue, Aizawa says. And what was that? Puppetmon, or Machine Dramon, they talked about a digital zone that they were creating. That's possibly where they went, but they didn't say the location. As Melissa Shield says, it's not a location. As the heroes look at her, it's code. It's a digital area made by code. How do you know that, Melissa? Puppetmon told me. He said he thought he was going to get away with me captured. That's most likely where they took my father, into the digital zone they called. How they managed to go through the digital zone, I don't know. My father doesn't have that type of genius to make. Yet, these Digimon know how to get people in and out of their digital zone that my father has put up for them, when my father doesn't even know an in and out of it. Because I don't know how to go in and out of the digital zone. So it's a possibility they had already set up part of the digital zone before David Shield have set the rest of it up. That's right, Nezu. This is going to be troubling. How are we going to catch them? They can just vanish without a trace. Now, they did say they had someone else backing, like another person that has access to the digital zone. So someone does have access. We find this person, and we make them take us to the digital zone, or use whatever they're using to get to the digital zone. Yes, but it's not likely they'll just hand it over. Aizawa intervenes. She's right. They'll probably have whoever has the device guarded, or under watch. So we patrol and look for any opportunity of them planning to attack. We do know one good thing, Endeavor says. And what might that be? One of their fighters out for the count for the time being. As Endeavor says, you're right. Antylamon, a fighter of theirs. Very powerful. Although she did suffer some really bad injuries from the fight against All Might and All for One against her. It will take some time before she recovers. That is true. As we go to Machine Dramon, walking through the digital zone, as he touches the ground of the metal area, digs some of it up and starts eating it as his power grows. As he keeps walking and trying to expand the digital zone, he's expanded at least halfway through Japan. But it'll take some time for it to go through the entirety. We go to Puppetmon. And we go to Devimon, who had brought Eri with him. What is your progress, Puppetmon? Well, I did manage to create some more Digimon. Although it's just some not really powerful ones like us. Who may that be? We really just have some tank Digimon. And machine. No. Some tank Digimon. Dinosaur Digimon. I can't remember all of the Digimon's names. My apology. It's been a while. But we have a decent force. If we wanted to, we could take them down now. The heroes, everything. That is a good idea. How long until we advance and take over Japan? With the other Digimon that have been built and us four. Well, technically us three for the meantime. Give or take, may take 3-4 days tops. That's with dealing with the big shots like All Might, Dever, and going through the entirety of Japan. Now, if the digital field is fully set up by that time we attack, I say 2 days tops before the resistance stops, and we have full control over the city. I don't care about the city. I care about the digital zone. We will make them pay. But I want this digital zone to be safe and secure. That way we can live here without any interruption. I'm working on Digimon and all that. You should ask Machine Dramon about the completion of the digital zone. He's working on that himself. I understand that. But I'm asking you another question. As Eri looks like that in the picture, worried about Antylamon. How is Antylamon? Her condition is still stable, but she has not has gained consciousness yet. It seems the device All for One planted in her head had some lasting effects. Not knowing when she'll wake up. What other things can you work on now? And how long do you think until she wakes up? That varies. Here in the digital world, it'll probably be a lot quicker than the real world, since time moves a bit differently here. Yes, I know, Puppetmon. We are basically a day in the human world is equivalent to a month in the digital world. So when you said it will take at least a few days before the digital world is complete, what does that mean? It means it will take probably 4 months for the digital zone to be complete over the entirety of Japan, depending on how Machine Dramon takes this. Noted. Is there anyone else that can speed up her healing process? Now, there is this Digimon I know. What was his name? Yes. Digimon that was created a while ago. By the data of the digital zone, it's making its own Digimon. Really now? It seems it's adapted to our protocol and started making its own Digimon. There is someone called Antylamon. He could probably speed up her healing process. Although the consciousness may be a different story entirely. Needless to say, that's good information. I'll go meet with this Antylamon in a little bit. But first, watch over Eri. Hey, don't leave me with the young lady like that. I'm working. The young master, you mean? Right, the young master. Sorry. I just need you to watch over her while I talk to our prisoner. As Antylamon goes to David Shield's cell. Hello, David Shield. It's been a while. As he's laying on his bed in his cell. What do you want? You want me to make something for you? No, because you know we don't have your daughter, or else we would have brought her here. I'm just wondering, have you ever figured out how we travel through the digital world? To yours? No, I have not figured that out yet. Here's a little hint. We travel through it because we're basically code. Our bodies can transfer it quite easily, actually. Yours, on the other hand, is a bit more different. We had to make a special device for our master. So that device allows your master to travel in and out of the digital world, right? Precisely. And just letting you know, 4 more months we'll be doing something. But for the outside world, it'll be like 4 days. They may find a way to enter the digital zone, but it'll be by accident, complete accident, as the digital zone is still not complete, and some variant codes travel to your side. So there's possibly portals that will open up at randomly in your cities of Japan. But the likelihood of anyone finding them is slow to limb, and they only last for about 5 minutes. So if anyone does find it, it'll be gone before they can test anything. Because we will close them up before they can. Oh, one more thing. And what Antylamon? Just to make sure you don't escape, Antylamon. As Antylamon approaches. Yes, Master Antylamon. I want you to add guards to his cell area, just in case the heroes try to do a rescue mission. Even if they can get to this world, I mean. As you wish, I'll get some other Digimon to stand guard, and I will guard the perimeter. Good. Then he thinks of something. Oh, right. I need to give him a call. Antylamon. As Antylamon is just swimming through the sea zone of his. What is it, Antylamon? I'm out on a swim with other Antylamon. Preparing them, of course. I need you to send 2 Antylamon to the real world to cause some chaos. And also, stop the hero's time from figuring out a way here, of course. I'll get right on it. I'll send 2 of them right away. As Antylamon opens a portal and orders 2 of his Antylamon to go through. As they end up into the sea or the harbor of Japan. We go back to the hero meeting, of course. So is there any clue how we can get there? I could possibly make a device, but it'll probably only take 3 people at max if it works. And it's only in testing phase. But we'll need access to some way to enter their digital zone or world they've created. So like a portal or a anomaly. Yes, especially with it just being set up like this. It'll probably take time for them to fix the anomalies. So there's a slim chance we can make our way through. As then an emergency is happening over at the harbor, where two Seadramon have appeared, those must be two of their soldiers. It must mean there's a portal somewhere nearby. If we find it, there's a possibility I can get 3 people through, Melissa says. Very well. As the heroes and Melissa go over to the harbor, where they see several heroes trying to fight off the Seadramon, as they're just causing destruction. And whenever a fire user tries to attack them, they retreat into the sea. While Melissa's shield has located the area where they came in from. I'll need time to make it open for at least 3 or more people to travel through. As we go over to the bow with the Seadramon, as one of them uses an ice blast, freezing some of the water and the heroes solid. As another one uses an electric blast, injuring several heroes. Endeavor does a fire punch, hitting a Seadramon, ending up crashing into a building, while the other one uses its tail to send him flying. But the Seadramon's tail is severely burned. All Might comes in with a punch, hitting it so hard it comes flying out of the sea, where Hawks comes over and decapitates the Seadramon, turning into code. The other Seadramon gets back up and uses an electric blast on Hawks, while it's pinned down by Best Jeanist right after. It tries to break out, but Endeavor finishes the Seadramon off. All Might comes over. Why did y'all kill them? They're just code. They were created to just cause havoc. We can destroy them. As they go to find Melissa, as she's managed to hook a portal up. Alright, you've got 2 minutes before it closes. I can only send 3 people, though. As one is Aizawa, All Might, and I'm just going to say this, Mirko. Why not? They're heavy hitters. As they go through the portal, as it shuts, they pop up in a wasteland. Where are we? It looks like we're in some sort of wasteland. As they're looking around. Huh. Interesting. It doesn't seem like there's any life for miles. Wait, did she describe how big this place was? I thought she said it would be small for the meantime. This place looks massive. And that's where I'm going to end part 5. I hope you all have enjoyed.